Hi friends, welcome back to Diamond Delights. I'm so happy to have you here and watching and hanging out with me for this WIP Chat. It's been a long time, maybe I think about maybe 4 or 5 months since I did a WIP Chat, so I thought it was time to do one. I am here all by myself today, so I don't have Isabella with me, so it's just me, myself and I for this WIP Chat. Yeah, so I hope you don't mind, it's just me. And yeah, so today I am working on Gethsemane by Diamond Art Club, and the artist is Mandy Manzano. As you can see in this picture, you can see Jesus and his praying hands here. So I'm just working sort of top down towards Jesus. So I've left Jesus until last. So I'm just going to work today with you on this little square here. So there's a lot of number 2 AB all in this section, like a lot. It's probably the section with the most ABs, so I thought that would be fun to work on and show you how that works up. So I'm a little nervous because I haven't done a video just on my own for so long, so I hope I don't run out of things to talk about. Yeah, anyway, I will show you what tools I have. So I am using Creations Morin diamond putty, diamond painting putty. This one is the scent Unicorn Farts, and if you watched my previous video, I did an unboxing on all of these. So I'm using this nice pink one in all of my pens today, and I love the scent, it just smells so sweet. So that's Creations Morin Diamond Painting Putty. I do prefer putty over any waxes and stuff. So I am using a Donna Base Pens pen. I've got both my pens are Donna Base pens today for this kit. I've got a single placer on this end, and then I think it's a 7 placer on this end, but I can actually fit 8 drills. And this is the DAC, Diamond Art Club multi-placer that I'm using. And can we just say how gorgeous this pen is? Love, 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 love. Then my other pen I'm using is my recent unboxing pen by Donna Base Pens. This is a Flower Girl Blank. And it's got these pretty pearl inlays and just gorgeous flowers and wood, so it's a hybrid. On this end I think it's a 15, no, I think it's a 12 placer as far as I can remember, and I'm still just getting used to this placer because the biggest I used before this one was this tip. So there's a huge difference. I did a big jump from that to this one, and it's taking a little bit to get used to. So I'm using this for the majority, using the smaller one for the majority of the painting, and then when it comes to big what do they call it, color blocking areas, I'm using this one and it goes so much faster. So I'll probably be using this one a lot in this area. So those are my 2 pens. You can see my 2 cover minders here. These are both Diamond Art Club cover minders, which come with the kits. We've got a little flower and a beautiful blue heart, which I thought actually matched this kit because this kit has a lot of blues in it. With the Flower Girl pen, I did get a little roller, which I'm finding is fun to use. So it just goes in the end of this pen, but I find it when I'm actually diamond painting, I don't like it attached to the end, so I take it off, purely because it makes it a little bit heavy for me, a little bit top heavy, and it's just not super comfortable to diamond paint with it in. So I take it out and use the pen just on its own without the roller in it. I find it much more comfortable to paint that way. Yeah, it's just a little bit too heavy and draggy with that on. Yeah, so those are my pens. I don't think you need to see anything. Oh yes, I've got a blue sparkly Munimade tray, which I'm using for this kit because it's blue and I've got a lot of blues happening. Yeah, so that's Munimade. I will link everything down below for you to check out if you want to purchase anything or check out any of these small shops. Yeah, so without further ado, let us start painting. So usually with these with Mandy Manzano, there's a lot of color outline, black outlining. So I do like to do that black outlining first. That kind of tends to be the way I am working on this kit. So I'm doing the black outline first, but I found it's really annoying. All the blacks in this kit are so stuck together. So you see a lot of them are just, probably can't really see it very well, but if you've worked on DAC kits and you know that the darker colours do tend to stick together a lot. So I'm finding that really, really annoying. So I just have to get a few more black ones in here. So I'm just going to cut open a new black bag to get some more non-stuck ones in. So how is everyone doing? I hope you are all well. It is super sunny here in New Zealand. It is Saturday, oh my goodness, what's the date today? Well, it's Easter weekend. Let's just say that. It's Saturday on Easter weekend. I can't remember the date, but you know, these things happen. And it is a 4-day weekend for me. So I had yesterday off work, today off work, so Saturday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. 4-day weekend, all off work, and I am so super excited. So you can see I've got a ton of black drills in here, but a lot of them are stuck together. So when I go to sort of tap them down, I don't get many nice rows because they're so stuck together. So I kind of have to just go with the flow. And look, we've got a different one in there. Let me just take the little odd one out. Yes, so this is a bit of a pain with these black drills, but hopefully, yeah, hopefully they are working on that at DAC because it's really annoying. So as I was saying, it is Saturday here in New Zealand. Please excuse cars driving past if you can hear them. So my little girl is out at the moment. She has gone to the rugby with Daddy, my husband, Paul. So they've gone out for a little daddy-daughter time, which is super cute, and it gives me some alone time as well, which is always needed. So they have gone there, and it is Easter here, so I'm going to talk a little bit about what Easter means to me today. Yeah, because it is quite an important event. Well, not really an event. I wouldn't say event, but it's an important what's the word? Why are words so hard when I come to filming? I guess event in the Christianity. It is where Jesus died on the cross on Friday, Good Friday. And if you're not into Christianity and stuff, that's fine. You can skip over this bit if you like. This is just me explaining what Easter and this painting means to me, really. So this painting is called Gethsemane. I'm kind of going all over the place with what I'm talking about. So yesterday was Easter Friday, Good Friday, where Jesus went to the cross to die for our sins. And before that happened, he went to Gethsemane and he was praying in the olive groves, which is what this painting depicts. And I will link it down below if you want to check out the full picture. I would say I would put the picture up on the screen, but I don't know how to do that. I'm not that technical with all this fancy stuff. So you can check out the picture and the diamond painting at DAC, which I'll link down below. So Jesus went to the cross and paid the price for our sins so we could live. And then Saturday is just where he was in the tomb, and then Sunday and Monday, 3 days after he was crucified, he rose again, and he paid the price for our sins, which was death. Yeah, that's kind of like the short version. So this painting is really quite something special, and I love that Mandy Manzano really gets into the Christian sort of paintings, and that DAC produced them, which is amazing. So that's Easter, and I'll just do a rough version, and I hope you can hear me because I'm quite a way away from the camera. Yeah, so life, guys. I hope life has been kind to you since my last video where I shared where on earth I have been for the last 6 months and all that drama that had been happening. Life has pretty much settled down in the last 4 months. Our car did get broken into again though, and so we got insurance onto fixing the car, but they weren't able to get all the parts and make it watertight, so our car got written off, which was kind of quite good because they actually paid out everything that we paid for the car about 15 years ago. And with car prices, you don't usually get what you pay for them, because you know you've wear and tear and they get old, and you know you don't get as much for a car again when you on sell a car. So that was quite cool. I was very pleased, and so we have bought a new car. It is much larger than the other car, way larger. So we're just getting used to that, but we do love it. It is much newer than our old car as well, which is always a bonus. You always try and get a newer car, I guess. So that is going well. We're loving our new car. And the husband is loving the new car. It is much more modern than our old car, so it's got like a key alarm where you've got the fob in your bag and you can just walk up to the car and unlock it instead of having to use a key. And our old car was pretty, it was, I think, 2000, so it was 24 years old, so it was not a modern car. So we still had to use a key to unlock it, but now we are loving that we don't have to use a key. So that's been pretty cool. I am loving the long weekend, having some time to myself and just being able to rest and relax. Work has been pretty crazy. Last year we started to implement a new database. So that has it's been pretty stressful and a lot of work involved with taking one database and merging it with another. So you've got to take all the clients and put the clients into the new database, and it's taken a lot of work. I did a lot of overtime for that, so I am been pretty tired, but that is pretty much running really smoothly now. It's saving a lot of time. Some of the features in the new database are awesome. Absolutely loving it. It's much more modern and you don't have to do so much things manually. Like I had to invoice manually for clients where I would have to print it out, scan it, and then email the scanned PDF to the client, which was so painful. But now all I have to do is create the invoice in the database, in the program, and click a button and it emails it directly, which is fantastic. Absolutely love that feature, which a lot of you were probably like, really? That's not a new feature, but I have to say we were in the dark ages in where I worked. We're a not-for-profit charitable trust, so it kind of needed to be brought into the now. But that is well underway and going really well. I'm enjoying it. And yeah, my daughter has started school really well this year. She's loving year 6, so she is 10 and in her last year of primary school, which she is loving. So she's really enjoying the class that she's in. It is a bigger class, but not bigger, but they call it the hub where the students are. There's 3 teachers in the hub, but the rooms can all be combined, so they do a lot of learning the 3 classes all together, which I was really afraid of because Isabella tends to sort of just hang back and let things happen around her. She doesn't, she doesn't force herself into the group or anything, so I was afraid that she would just get lost. But I think she's doing really well, and they had camp the other week, maybe about a month ago. They had school camp, her first school camp that she went to, And as a mama, I was so incredibly nervous for her. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to be there to do things for her. I'm not going to be there to help her with showering and making her eat her vegetables and, you know, just things that us parents do all the time for our kiddos without even realizing that we're doing too much for our kiddos. I know as Bella, sorry, I'm really bumping you trying to get this in. As Bella grows, I'm finding it really, really hard to accept that she's growing up and becoming more independent. Well, I'm trying to get her to be more independent, but I'm really struggling to let her become more independent as well. Because she is an only child, I think that's mainly why it's very hard for me to let go and acknowledge that she is not a baby anymore. I know that sounds really weird to some of you, I'm sure, but she's my baby. She's my only child, and it's hard to let go, for me anyway. So I was so super nervous to, I guess, let her go to camp. I kept asking, do you actually want to go to camp? And I wanted her to stay home, but then I didn't want her to stay home because I wanted her to experience camp, because I don't want her to miss out on life, obviously. But I was so nervous. But she went on camp and she had a blast. Most of the time she had a blast. The days were amazing, and she gave everything a go. Like, she is a very quiet, timid child, so she does find it hard to get out of her comfort zone. Like, she is the type of child that would rather sit and read than go on a hike. You know, she's more of the quiet, bookish child than the outgoing child. So at camp they had horse riding, and they had archery, and they had zip lining, kayaking, all that cool, fun outdoor stuff that kids really need to experience, I reckon. But she gave every single thing a go. I was so proud of her. Honestly, I thought she would be too scared to give things a go, and the teachers weren't there to force the kids to give it a go. They were going to let the children decide on what they felt comfortable doing, which I really liked, that sort of approach to it. So I felt comfortable that she wouldn't be forced into anything that she didn't want to do, but she gave everything a go, and she absolutely loved ziplining. And honestly, I thought that would be one of her least favourite things. She's done kayaking and stuff before, but she absolutely loved it, and she went back and back and back and had so many goes of ziplining. So I was super pleased. Once she made it through the first night, I kind of relaxed a little bit, knowing, yep, okay, she's got through the first night. I can relax as a mama. I can not be so stressed out, thinking all these bad things are going to happen, whatever. So they also did a night, they call it, what do they call it? It was like a roughing it type night. I think I really placed that drill wrong. Where they slept in tents and they had to cook their own tea over a fire. I can't remember what it was called. They had a specific name for it. But she kind of enjoyed that, and whenever the school posted photos on their Facebook page, the first night I burst into tears because I thought she wasn't having fun. She wasn't smiling in the photos, and I was like, oh my gosh, my baby, she's gonna be left out because she's not sporty. And you know, I was so terrified. And when I saw her in pictures not smiling, I got so upset. It's like, I don't want her to miss out. I don't want her to feel left out. I just wanted to wrap her in a big bubble wrap and not get hurt ever. But I can't do that. And so she got through the first night, which was fantastic, and then she got through the second night, and I was like, yes, one more night. So it was a 4 days 3 night camp, which honestly at age 10 I think is so too long. But I got a call from the school on the last day, and they said that she's been doing super well during the day but not so good at night, so they had to take her in from the tent the first night and put her in a dorm, like the dorm rooms with other girls. And then the second night she still couldn't sleep, so she had to go out into the lounge with one of the teachers and sleep on a couch that night. And I thought, oh no, she's not doing so well at night. And she was really struggling to sleep. Like, she'd have these super amazing days, and I thought because she'd done so much during the day that she would be exhausted and just go to sleep at night. But she just got so worked up and so anxious at night time, she just couldn't sleep. So we had to pick her up on the last day of camp. Well, she got through the day, and then that evening at about 7 we had to drive down and pick her up and take her home. So she did all the days, but just not that last night, which I think was pretty good. For someone she's never been away from home very long, like she's been in sleepovers at her grandma's and a friend before, but that's about it, and only 2 nights in a row where she's seen us during the day. So I think she did super well, and I was super proud of her. So that was our fun escapades into camp life. Yeah, so that was pretty fun, but kind of traumatic at some stages for me for camp life. But I learned that I really need to try and let go as a mum. It's so hard to see and let go of our kids when they grow up. I know it is for me, but I guess we just have to accept it. Yeah, so that was Isabella's camp. Today she went to the library and got a couple of books, and now she's out at the rugby. Tonight we are going to have our movie night, which is where we get takeaways. Usually McDonald's. My daughter loves McDonald's, and then she gets to choose a movie that she wants to watch, and then we watch that and have disgustingly bad for you, yummy food. So that is our Saturday night. And then tomorrow, I think we are going down to see Paul's mum. She lives about an hour away from us. So I think we're doing that tomorrow. So I thought while I have some time alone, I would try a video. Yeah. What else has been going on for me? I have been reading a lot of books while I diamond paint. I listen to them on Libby, and the book I'm reading at the moment is called The Sweet Life, and it is such a cute little book. It is about this lady, and she's just about to get married, and her fiance essentially dumps her 2 weeks before the wedding, saying that he doesn't feel like they're right for each other, even though they've been dating since high school or college. So he breaks it off, but she still goes on the honeymoon, and she takes her mum with her, and she just lost her dad. Her dad just passed away, so she takes her mum, and it's just about them, and they decide to buy an ice cream shop of all things while they're there, and have a change of pace in life and stuff. So it's just about that, it's been super cute so far. It's not the best well-written book, but it is actually really quite cute, and I am enjoying listening to it. And that is, I use Libby for that, which is the library app where you can borrow audiobooks, which is super cool. So they're all free, and because I spend so much money on diamond art, I need free books. So that is going well. I'm enjoying my books. Life is just, passing me by while I diamond paint. What else has been happening? Not much else has been happening, really. I lead a boring life, don't I? I lead a pretty boring life, really. I am a huge introvert, so the reason why I haven't been doing many videos lately, because I'm finding it difficult to put myself out there all the time. Being an introvert, doing things like this and posting them online, it takes a lot out of me. A lot of mental and emotional energy, really. So that's why I haven't been posting a lot, and I don't think I will up my posting schedule. I think it will only be every now and then, which is kind of sad, but I get really drained doing videos, and like being an introvert, I like just sitting at the table doing my painting and talking to no one, and a lot of my energy does go into like husband and child and work. So when it comes to filming or things like that, extra things, it's difficult. And at the beginning it was quite easy because it was really new and I would post like once a week or so, sometimes twice a week. But as time went on, I found it really burnt me out. So I haven't been able to do that level of social media since about a year. So I don't think this is going to be a channel where you see a heck of a lot of videos all the time. And I do apologize for that. I wish I had the emotional and mental capacity to do that, but I guess with my mental health and anxiety and depression, it just takes too much out of me, and it takes me days to recover after filming and posting and doing the thumbnail and talking about myself. It takes a long time to recover afterwards. Yeah, so that is why you're not seeing as many videos from me anymore. But I hope you'll stick around anyway. But I don't blame you if you don't. But I hope you would subscribe and stay with me, and know that if I don't post for a wee while, then that's why. Yeah, so that's just, I think, is where my channel will be going, Diamond Delights. I do post more regularly on Instagram on the photos, and I share a lot of updates on my WIPs that I'm doing. So if you do want to go over there and check that out, if you like my paintings, or oh man, now I've just seen the fours there that I've missed. I do that all the time. So if you do like my content and you want to see more of my diamond paintings that I'm working on, I'll leave the link to my now I've forgotten the word, my Instagram down below. I'm getting a headache now, just from talking for so long. Yeah, so I will leave that linked below. If you want to go check that out, you can, and I hope you just stay tuned for videos whenever they come at you. So I'm going to start a little bit of this too, which is this. It's really, really close to white, but it's kind of a really, really pale blue, which is all of this. So, because I really wanted to do that with you guys, but I have kind of run out of things to talk about. So I thought maybe I could time lapse it, maybe. I don't know. Have I got anything else to say? What else do I need to say, want to say? I guess unless you might be pretty bored by now. I'm sorry. I'm really not good at these videos. No, I think I will do a time lapse for the rest of this section. So, and I've missed other fours down here, which I just did already. And this is number 2. I missed fours. Don't you hate that when you're doing a colour and you think, yes, you look intently thinking, yes, I got them all, and then you find some later on that you didn't get. Such a pain. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me for this talking portion of this video. I am going to go ahead and leave you here, and I will time lapse for the rest of this section. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy your Easter, and I hope you're staying kind and diamond painting your life away. Anyway, thanks guys. See you in my next video.